Welcome, boys. Today we are going to have a class on science of English version class 6. Hope that earlier classes you have realized very well. Now, today I will continue from the last lecture. That is, we are doing chapter 6, sensory organ. Today I will give another lecture on this chapter, and chapter will finish today. Okay. Earlier we have read on eye, nose and ear. Now let us know about two more sensory organs. They are tongue and skin. So let's start. Starting with tongue. Long muscular organ situated in the buccal cavity is called tongue. It is an organ for taste. That means we can feel different taste by this tongue. We can taste sweet, sour, bitter and spicy by this organ. So this organ helps us to take taste of different flavor or different foods, and it is inside our mouth. So this is one of the important organ, sensory organ in our body. Now let us know details about tongue. Now let us know how taste organ, that means tongue, works. Tongue is our taste organ. There is a covering over the tongue containing taste bud. That means we are seeing the tongue. Actually, it is not only the muscular thing. There is a coating, covering of bud over the muscle, and actually these buds are received various tastes. Like tongue has been so many taste buds amongst them, front side and back side. There, front, side and back of tongue. There's special taste buds. The front side taste bud, front part taste buds taste sweet and salty. Side part taste bud taste sour taste, and bitter is tasted by back buds. Among these three taste buds which are tasting different taste, back buds are large in size, and in the middle of tongue there is no taste bud. That's why we can't feel taste in this region. Okay. So this is how we can feel the taste, different taste of different food. Now let us know the function of tongue. Tasting and swallowing food. So not only tasting is one of the important work of tongue. When we are eating food, there is a work of tongue that to pass the food to the throat or to the digestive system. So for that we have to swallow the food, and tongue helps us to swallow the food, helping chewing a food by moving it near to teeth. When we are chewing the food, sometimes they get far from the teeth, and tongue helps to keep the food moving near the tooth, helping mixing food with saliva. There is a saliva gland in tongue which secretes saliva, and this helps to mix with the food to make it slippery. Otherwise we can't swallow the food properly. assisting in speaking. You can easily observe that when you are speaking, then your tongue is moving inside your mouth, and sometimes you're just touching your teeth, back part of teeth, and to making sound, it is helping you to pronounce any alphabet or any words. So this is how this tongue is helping us to assist to assisting in speaking. Now, as tongue is a very important organ, let us know how we can take care of this tongue. Tongue is an important organ of our body without which we can't talk properly and digest the food, because this helps to talk and also swallow the food and chew the food. So this is the part of digestion. So we need to take proper care of tongue. So let us see how we can take proper care of tongue. First of all, brush teeth and tongue regularly by to keeping them clean. If there is any white or yellow coating on tongue due to fever, then rinsing with salt water is necessary. That means if you are sick for fever, then after some days you can find some white or yellow covering on your tongue. That is obviously for the fever, and actually there is a fungal infection. So if you take salt water rinsing, then it should be cured. So you should take the proper steps to keep your tongue clean. Card-like spots may be visible on children's tongue if their tongue is not cleaned regularly. Yeah, sometimes if the children's tongue is not cleaned regular basis, then there are some white spots or card-like spots on the tongue. That is another fungal infection. So to resist that, we have to clean children's tongue regularly. If anyone have sore tongue, that is some wound or something on tongue, we have to immediately contact with the doctor. So that is all about tongue. Now let us see diagram of tongue. Here you can see that this is the back part of tongue, and this part is large on each other, and this is testing the bitter test. Short test by sidewise, you can find easily. This is sidewise short test, and sweet and salty from the front part. So amongst this all parts, this part is large in region, and there is no taste bud in this middle portion. So this is all about tongue. Now let us move to another sensory organ, that is skin. What is skin? Organ which helps us to feel difference between hot or cold of anything is called skin. By touching anything, we feel the thermal condition of anything. That means how we can realize that that thing is hot or this thing is cold. Yes, when you have touched that one, your skin stimuli and send the impulse to the brain, and then brain can detect that it is hot or cold. Obviously, skin detects the thermal condition. Skin covers by our body externally to protect internal organ from disease or external injuries. There can be external injury. If you fall, your external organ can hurt if you are having an accident or something like that. So skin covers the body and saves from that accident attack. Now let us know about different parts of skin. skin has two parts. They are, number one, epidermis, the outer layer, which we can see by our eyes. The outer layer of skin is known as epidermis. This layer is varying in different places. That means somewhere it can be thick, somewhere it is thin. Not all the place it is same. Like skin of sole and palm is thick. You can easily realize by touching that portions. They are very thick compared to other portions. Like your body is covering by the skin. If you touch the sole and palm, you can see that these portions are more thick than other portions. And skin of lip is very thin compared to other portions. Hair and nails outgrows from epidermis. From this layer, hair and nails are growing. Epidermis has hair follicles also. That means there are some follicles of hair in the epidermis. So this was the part 1 of skin. Let us move to the second part, that is endodermis. This is internal layer of skin, that means it's situated inside under this epidermis, and there are many things on this layer like blood vessels, nerves. Also sweat glands, oil glands, hair root and sebaceous glands are also in this layer. You know about sweat glands, from which sweat comes from our body, is it? So this is about endodermis. Now let us move to the function of skin. Number 1, protect soft part of body from external injury, hot, sunshine, cold. These things cannot affect soft part or internal part of our body because skin covers the body. Second, prevents microbes from getting into body. That means microbes can enter into body through skin because skin doesn't let them allow. So this is one kind of protecting us from different harmful microbes to enter into the body. If there is no skin, then they can easily enter into our body. Through sweating, skin keeps body cool and healthy. That means sweating is not bad for us, but over sweating is bad, but sweating makes our body cool. That means if the temperature of body and weather is not same, then the sweat comes out and makes balance between weather temperature and body's temperature, and it makes our body healthy. So different harmful things are expelled through this sweat from our body, and that is one of the very important task of skin. So that is all the functions of skin. Now let us know how we can take care of the skin. By taking bath regularly, we have to keep clean our skin to avoid infection from skin, dandruff and scabies. That means there can be some diseases. Scabies is one kind of disease. If you're not cleaning your skin regularly, not only taking bath, you have to clean your skin by soap or body wash. Otherwise there can be some problem like scabies and dandruff. You know, if you're not cleaning hair properly, the dust makes dandruff on your hair, scalp of head. Now avoid to use other cloths, towels or napkins. We should wash our towels, napkin with hot water and soap in 1 or 2 days. So in every 1 or 2 days we have to make them clean by hot water and soap. If you're using another towels or napkin or cloths, then if the person has some problem with skin, you have also can affected by that disease. So this totally prohibited without clothing the cloths. Washing the clothes. If scabies, ring of type skin diseases occur, should consult with doctors, and without the consultation of doctor, use of any ointment is prohibited. So without knowing anything, from the consultation of doctor, you don't use any kind of ointment on your skin. That can be very dangerous or can harmful for your skin. So that is all about skin, how we can take care. So we have discussed all 5 organs, 5 sensory organs of our body. You just go through the chapter, and if you have any problem with this chapter or any topic, let me know in the comment section. Study very attentively at home. Don't misuse your time, and obviously listen to the parents, boys. So thank you all for today. Hope to see you soon with next lecture, and till then, we'll be fine.